May it please the court, and you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. People jump to conclusions all the time. Usually, it's about trivial things. But today, an officer jumped to a conclusion that will affect the rest of someone's life. Our client, Brad Smithton, was pulled over by CSU Officer Robertson and arrested for driving while intoxicated on the CSU campus right here on this map. However, Brad was not intoxicated and showed no signs of intoxication. Rather, he was merely extremely tired, yet Officer Robertson never asked Brad how tired he was. Brad is a member of a fraternity on campus. He's in business school and gets very good grades, as evidenced here. He also works 2 jobs at a restaurant as a busboy and delivery driver. His work ethic and dedication to school is now being questioned and his future jeopardized by this charge of a DWI. But an officer's accusations are not evidence, and the judge will instruct you that the state must prove his guilt beyond a reasonable doubt with evidence. What will the evidence show? It will show that Brad was tired. He stayed up for 3 days straight. It will show that he hadn't had anything to drink for 7 hours before driving. It will show that Officer Robertson never actually saw Brad drive off the road right here by the creek. Without his own observations of Brad's actions, Officer Robertson cannot know if such driving was intentional or not. You will hear testimony of Officer Robertson's actions that night and will be exposed to numerous significant errors in his report. You will hear testimony from other CSU policemen who will testify to other inconsistencies in the station's procedures and Officer Robertson's less than pristine reputation of thoroughness. You will also hear from Brad's closest friends. They will tell you that he was in no way intoxicated when he drove that night. The state may encourage you, the jurors, to draw the conclusion that his friends are merely saying what needs to be said to get their friend off the hook. But just as Officer Robertson jumped to false conclusions, which brought us all here today, it will be evident that such conclusions about Brad's friends are simply inconceivable. The evidence only points to the truth, that Brad was not drunk on the night of June 30th through July 1st, that any evidence pointing to that idea is refuted by Brad's lack of sleep, and that CSU officers unreasonably target Greek life on campus.